we doing that, bro? Why we doing this? Top chat. And then this shit over here. Shit's cut right here. It's cut right here. What's going on with this thing? Why is it like that, bro? Why is it like that, bro? Let me look at the preview. Okay, the preview look like what the hell? Let me go to how it looks on video, man. What's going on with this? Yeah, because I cut my screen. That's what happened.
And he drives forward, cuts inside, past two defenders. The ball leaks through. One touch.
What's going on with this? Why does it look like that cut? Yeah, because I cut my screen. That's what happened.
And he drives forward, cuts inside, past.
I need to fix that. Let me see. How can I fix that? How can I fix that? Problem is that this screen is ultra wide. So that's why I'm getting this. Yo, bro, this screen, I think I'm going to make it as a secondary screen. And I'm going to put it on this computer. I'm going to get a regular. I might put that one here. And then put that one here with another screen. Because this is a fucking hassle. Because I have this one and I have my 55 up there. But I don't want to put it up there because it's ridiculous. So when you have multiple screens and you have awkward, because when I do my FMDXing, I want to capture the whole thing. And I have to this ultra wide is good for gaming and all that. But for regular stuff like this, a hassle. Because it looks all cut. It's not that one. Not that one, bro. It's this one. Yeah, see? Over here. Let me see if I can extend it out. I can't extend it anymore because that's the native resolution of this camera. So, yeah, see? Yeah, that's the native resolution. So I go, what I'm gonna see what I could do. I could try to center it. How you do that? Show no. Trying to center it. Let me see how you center this thing. Hey, what's up, Mary to DX? I'm watching France and Morocco too. But I don't want to put the audio up for now. Because I really don't care about the game. I just want to just watch it in the background. I might as well play around with here. We were gonna go somewhere shop, but we have a flash flood warning. So I figured let me just come on, be on for a little while. Yeah, right now it's on. It's 2 minutes in already. 0-0. So I figured let me get a couple of viewing hours in. How you fix this thing with the? Let me see. Fit to screen. Okay, fit to screen. So I kind of center it here. Let me look at my live stream now. How it looks. If I refresh, let me refresh my live stream on YouTube. Of course, I got to watch one of my many ads. Another ad. 3 ads on this one. All right, let's get that one. Okay, so I centered it now. Okay. So that's better. I'm gonna have the black bars because the reason why I got the black bar because I'm using the ultra wide screen. So this camera's resolution can only go so much, but you know the ultra wide screen, the one that I found in the trash. So yeah, that's what. Yeah, when I do a YouTube Studio, it's not the case. But when I'm using OBS, that's what I got to deal with. Okay, but it's fine now. Okay, now it's better. All right, there you go. Cool. All right. So let me go back here. Okay, so I can minimize that. Oh God, come on! Why is it crawling now? Okay, now I'm on OBS. Okay, so now it looks centered. All right. Yeah, actually, when I was watching your DA when you was mentioning a DAB dipole, I got an idea about another antenna I want to design. I want to design an antenna for the weather band, just for the weather band. So I looked it up because I don't want to use my Discone for the weather band because I have a weather radio over there. It's over there. It's a Midland WR120, and I want to have a dedicated external antenna for that. So I looked it up on Google, and it turns out that I can, that you can make a weather band antenna. The center frequency on that one is going to be 162.475 megahertz, I believe. So that antenna, the length I believe is only 30. What is it? It's like 32 plus inches. So each segment is 16 inches. That's not a big antenna. It's like a dipole, about almost 3 feet, 3 feet total long for the weather band. Actually, let me double check on that. I already closed it. Damn, I already closed it. Let me double check. Let me go to my. Anyway, let me put weather band. It'll come up here. Weather band. Weather band dipole antenna. Okay, there you go. So we're talking about half-wave dipole. You know what? I can. Oh yeah. I need to make another one for the OBS. I can show you. Anyway, ideal total length is approximately 34 to 36 inches. Okay. So I think I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make one. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make one. Yeah. Yeah, if you can get that 3-element antenna I showed, we better than a single one. Yeah, but that one is tuned for DAB. DAB is above the weather band. Because your DAB is from 174. The DAB one is from 174 to 220. But I was thinking about building one with copper tubing. I looked at Amazon. I can get refrigerated copper tubing. It's very malleable. You can bend it. I can get because I also want to build another FM dipole. So I also want to build an FM dipole too. So I'm thinking, yeah. So I'm thinking by the refrigerated tubing, I could make a couple antennas. I could make my weather band antenna. I could also make my another FM dipole. I want to make an FM dipole with copper tubing. So I saw one on Amazon for like $17. $17. It's a 10-foot roll, so that's more than enough. More than enough to I think there's another one that's 6 feet long. So more than enough to but the 10-foot one should be fine because I can use that one for the FM. I can make an FM dipole separately. And because I want to make a dedicated weather band antenna. I want to make one. for the let me bring the radio over here. I'm gonna try to reach for it. I want to make one for this one because it has an external. So I want to make a dedicated antenna for this one. I want to make a dedicated antenna because when I saw the DAB dipole, I'm like, I don't know, a lightning bolt, a lightning bolt. I got an idea. I say, I mean, because I could buy that one, but the thing with that one is tuned above it. So I want to get one that's tuned for. I'm gonna do some digging. I want to make a video on that too. So I'm gonna do some digging. And see if I can make one for the weather band and use for this one. Cause I got this going for the scanner. It works fine, but I want to make a dedicated one for this one, and because I want it for DXing, and I'm not gonna point it toward New York City. I want to point it different directions. To get some DX, weather band DX. I think that'd be cool. Especially when, sporadic or even tropo for weather band. Yeah, right now, this radio sitting there. I want to mount this. I may put this on the other side over there, mount it on the wall, and then we'll mount it right here on the wall, and then just run the coax. I'll think of something. Yeah, so weather for the weather band. Let me do a little screenshot here. There you go, screen pick. So yeah, I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about it. I got the idea from the DAB dipole that you showed. Yeah, and now of course the other one. Yeah. Light bulb moments like the cartoon when they thought of an idea. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Glenn Dash. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Todd. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go upstairs and get some food. I'll put the weather radio back. I know Mario Dix is gonna go watch the game, so I know you're gonna watch the game. So, yeah, I'm gonna watch the game too. But I figure let me come on and I'll let it roll. Yeah, exactly. That's how I get ideas. I look at other people's setup. So yeah, when I saw that antenna, I said, I wonder if I can do a weather band dipole. So yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna put the you know what? I'll put the audio for the game. I'll put the audio for the game on. Let me max out the volume here.
Lucid is trying to draw in Saladin. Good day for Upamecano.
The
best chance of the game so far. Diaz able to intercept that pass. Now can Morocco go on the counter? Raheem Diaz carrying forward. France are backing off. Diaz all on his own right now. Manu Kone's not having any of that. Diaz is down behind the play. Diaz is still slowly, gingerly getting to his feet on the other end of the field. Against his former youth French teammate, Mbappe and Diop. Reset for Koundé. Mbappe once more. Wide for Elise. Saladin defending. Kylian Mbappe. Threads it in. Adrien Rabiot. Doué. Lupadinha, chance to cross, gets it in, header away there. Mazraoui able to change his direction to head it out.
I mean, the Moroccans standing strong right now, but it just feels so surgical from the French. The way they move the ball with purpose. And Mbappe's running off the ball, just so effective, dragging defenders wide, opening up spaces, getting a team on balance. But yet Morocco, in those moments, able to close the defense and then really not dive in and open up the gaps too much. But that pressure is building and building from this French attack.
The French have a free kick. In dangerous position on the edge of the attacking part of the field as Elise goes down. Was that one earlier with Brahim Diaz that wasn't called.
And he's having to do a lot when he's in possession, Brahim Diaz, where he's running with the ball. He's got 2 or 3 guys around him. He can slip out of one challenge. And then the problem is, here comes the second, here comes the third. Game like this.
Dembele, the fake. Elise sends it in. Mazraoui heads it out. Able to find Mbappe. Poked away, second chance, jumped there first. Tommy just had nowhere to go, so he retreats to Bono. And now he's under some pressure.
All under control.
Just how they drew it.
Yeah, Tommy, he looks up, but there's nobody forward in the field. El Khanous has to keep that depth to the team. I know he wants to come in, and he's been playing wide left. It's not natural to him, but he needs to continue to stretch the field and be an outlet for Morocco to continue to keep this French defense honest. Nice combination here.
Advantage being played. Diaz coming forward, lost the handle on it. Now, will the referee bring it back for a free kick? He will. That was Unagi who went down. No advantage came from it.
Yep. Digne catching Nahi as that ball was gone. So Morocco going to use this not only to get a couple fluids on board on this near sideline, but set up a set piece. I'm interested. He said Diop come up. It looks like they will bring everybody up for this.
Well, he will walk away. It'll be Hakimi to take it. Gets 2 assists at this tournament. And it's just about everybody up for Morocco. Everyone back for France. Hakimi. And I'm going to defer to you. What his intention was there?
I think he was attempting to shoot that, actually. Maybe trying to catch Magnan off his line. Maybe a little Ronaldinho versus England. But
you have to save those for Saturday in Miami.
Yeah.
For David Seaman, legendary goalkeeping worst moment. Now a chance for Morocco to press a little bit higher. Chance for Morocco to put a little bit of pressure on the French. It was a great touch in there by Elise to nutmeg El Ainaoui. And release it to the near side. Mbappe now just glides, poked away. I mean, you pointed out when he was right next to us warming up pregame, he's a bigger dude than you give him credit for.
Well, when he opens up that stride and that momentum and that power, more importantly, that he has, it's so difficult to defend. He thinks and felt that, no, it actually came off his ceiling, so that's the right decision. But he's buzzing around early. He looks like he means business in this game, as he has all tournament long. But the challenge for Morocco and what I'm seeing from Mbappe is he's running you behind, and then the next play, he pops up underneath. So you really have to have faith in your defensive structure and everybody's responsibilities, because if you start to follow him, that's
well, already is good. I need to hook it up to the external.
He's finding a little bit of space and gets turned and has such a quick shot as well.
Mbappe 1 behind Messi at this tournament for goals, 2 behind Messi for the all-time record, but no player in history has more goals in games like these, World Cup knockout games, than Kylian Mbappe. Elise driving in. Still Elise, now Mbappe. Out to Desiree Douay. Hakimi to meet him. Douay hooks the cross in. Back post header. Wide. And Bono seemed much more comfortable than any of the French fans. And that was going to be
hit Hakimi well.
Well, at least it came inside and attracted the entire defense. So now you can see the Moroccan defense really trying to get their shape back. Dembele had drifted in at the far side. Comes back to get the cross because it was a little under hit. And he's trying to redirect it to get the power on it to the far post. Doesn't test Bono's goal.
Fourth shot for France, still none for Morocco.
But that's a concern for Morocco defensively, especially when that many numbers for France are in the box.
It's the seventh all-time meeting between these nations, the first time they've played since that semifinal in Qatar. Morocco have never won. 4 losses and 2 draws. That's a handball. And a free kick for France. Here's Dembele. Reigning World Player of the Year. His shot is blocked. One of the embarrassment of riches the French have, certainly in the attacking part of the field. That was something Didier Deschamps told Jenny Taff yesterday. He said, I find it harder actually to coach players who are better than they think they are. These guys know that they're good, but they also understand, Deschamps told Jenny, that they're part of a collective, and the collective strength is more powerful than the individual strength.
To the final 8.
Here's Dembele again.
Final 8 teams now.
Trying to thread that
quarterfinal. The first game of the quarterfinal. The other one is tomorrow.
Out for a French corner.
Then the last 2 is Saturday. This is the quarterfinal. Then after that is the semifinal. Then of course the final. So it's this round, next round, and then if they,
France created their best chance of the game off of their first corner.
I didn't watch the last game, so I forgot who they played. I didn't watch the last game. For France, I didn't watch the last game.
Dembele
so everybody
flips it into the box. Rabiot will put it over.
So they're playing Morocco.
As you said, Deschamps, this could be his final game in charge. As Bono's under immediate pressure. We know he's leaving the French job at the end of this tournament. He's hoping he's got 2 more games to come as France win the ball back high up the field. Douay dancing on it.
Actually, seeing bottom left of your screen, just off screen, Hakimi talking to Bono about some of the build-up. Morocco really struggling to possess the ball, trying to play through the French pressure. They just can't right now. It's resulting in the French starting to squeeze them in their own half.
Elise, it's too much on the far side. Koundé.
With Bono, so it looks like that's actually what they're going to do here off this goal kick. So that tells you, look, we're tired of being under pressure. We don't want to get the ball away. We don't want to play into your strength. So
the signal's breaking up.
Try and win this goal further up. Maybe it results in a throw-in.
Well, this is over the air right now, so if it breaks up,
straight out.
we're going to hit time.
Results in a throw-in, but a French one. But at least they don't have the ball 20 yards from their goal.
Right now it's cloudy outside. It's about to rain.
I mean, is that a sign of resignation for Morocco?
So right now I'm using over the antenna.
I think it's, look, you've got to feel the game. You know when you're playing France, you're going to be under pressure for long stretches. And if you can look, so here's the perfect example. They went out for a French throw, but now the French have turned it over. Morocco have possession with a throw-in. So they've survived a 5 to 10 minute period where they were under pressure, and now maybe have the chance to have some of the ball at least take off that pressure directly in front of their goal. But they've turned the ball over again.
Now Elise quickly for Mbappe and gets it back, and the French in some transition. Dembele, Saladin jumped the passing lane, couldn't get there. Dembele had to get it wide, and then Saladin getting a start because of the injuries at the back, wins the tackle in the end. El Knaus and Tommy running up the far side. Molokano running with him. James Talby played it in. There's no one anywhere near in a red shirt. Now the game is a bit stretched. Next stoppage of play should be the hydration break. Mbappe, can he get it away? No. Takes a tackle from Hakimi. Mbappe's down in pain. Referee says no foul. Morocco the other way. Brahim Diaz. There's Hakimi for support. Back to his feet as it comes in for Hakimi. Couldn't get through Digne, but now Morocco will have their first corner of the game.
And believe it or not, Hakimi's first touch of the game in the attacking third at this part of the game was one of Thierry's big questions about.
Yeah, I would like Morocco to win too.
Their best part of their attack is Hakimi on the right, and they played it quickly here.
In for Brahim Diaz. Diaz will cross it in, back post. France able to play through, at least momentarily play through the pressure. Not going to be a foul. Doué just stopped. He thought he was fouled. Diaz back in now. Tsunahi won the ball. Bring it down on Rabiot. It's going to be hooked away by Saliba, only as far as Hakimi. Tough tackle from Doué. Got his revenge for a moment ago. And now the French come the other way. Mbappe has it. Mazraoui trying to recover. Kylian Mbappe goes down. Penalty for France.
Oh
no
boy.
Hesitation from Facundo Teo. And from one to the other, the French have an opportunity to take the lead.
Penalty.
This is why we're talking about Hakimi. When he attacks the balance, but here's the danger. The other way. They come down the side. He had vacated into the attack. Mbappe lightning the other way. There will be a question, is this a foul? No, absolutely not. Doué pokes it away. Elise drives inside, opens up the space. Mbappe, 1v1 open field. Good luck. Gets you off balance.
Well, a lot of athletes are like that.
Tries to go to ground. I don't know why in the box.
A lot of athletes are like that. So
trust your goalkeeper. Give him a chance. Instead, when you go to ground like that, Mbappe touches the ball with that little extra touch, draws in the foul. Absolutely a penalty. It's for Kylian Mbappe once again from the spot.
Mbappe scored a penalty in the last round in Philadelphia. To the bottom right-hand side. Bono, the goalkeeper, he's known for penalty shootouts. And maybe not relevant, the fact that he's never stopped one in a game.
It looked like a clear foul to me, certainly from Mazraoui, but and if we're thinking about the one on Doué, that did not look like a foul on Hakimi.
Mastrano of Argentina is just wanting extra. This is Facundo Teo, the on-field referee, sets the players.
Penalty kick.
Kylian Mbappe, 19 goals played in his World Cup career. Trying to make it a clean 20 for 20 and give the French the lead here in the rematch of the semifinal from 4 years ago. You're still going to wait for the video assistant referee to have all the time he needs to take a look at it. We are still officially in a check. So Mbappe is going to come forward and restart his sequence.
He's standing there as part of your sequencing as a striker where, and look, now Bono comes up. This is all part of the mind games. But this seems like a very long time for this.
Check is complete. Correct decision to award the penalty. Now what can Kylian Mbappe do with it? And he's going to reset the ball again. The referee didn't like the placement of the ball. Here we go. Mbappe against Yassine Bono.
Oh, saved it. He saved it.
And Mbappe trying to just wait for Bono to go. And when he did go, he went the right way.
Morocco!
Reaction after that was
Let's go, Morocco!
He felt that was held up way too long, that whole process, clearly feeling it put him off. But big time save, and Bono denying Mbappe.
First career penalty save for his country for Yassine Bono. Hydration break will come a bit delayed at the next stoppage of play. France would love to just put one in the back of the net anyway. Mbappe, clever little flick, not going to come off there for Doué. It's going to be cleared out by a sliding Buoni.
And look at Mbappe again. He's going to go and speak to the referee right now about this whole process, which clearly he's frustrated with the amount. And even when that whistle went, it cued him straight away on the penalty that ends up being missed.
This hydration break is powered by Powerade. Yassine Bono, goalkeeper for Morocco, with the two biggest moments so far.
Hydration break.
This World Cup quarterfinal in the heat in Foxborough.
Hydration break.
Can AI be trusted?
Who's going to hit the brakes if we need to?
How do we really ensure that what we're aiming to achieve really does benefit the majority of people?
If it ends up taking like almost all the jobs, then what does it mean to work?
Well, wait a minute. Why do we have to have this stuff? If a machine can pretend to care better than I can actually care, how do we draw the line there?
If we all had a voice in it, then I feel like it would be better. Could AI help people stop feeling misunderstood?
Well, you know they're going to get the calls, right?
Could AI help me build more connections in the community?
Can AI help me be a better teacher, a better mom?
Maybe it'll cure some great things, you know?
Things that we're not even at the cusp of understanding yet.
But create a group of people that ask more questions.
What if we started to be more human again?
We don't want to lose the most beautiful parts of life.
Back live at Foxborough, Dr. Joe Machnik, U.S. Soccer Hall of Famer, and our referee analyst. Joe, that was a very, very long check. We understand those critical decisions to give or not give a penalty. How long is too long, though? Because it certainly seemed like it affected Mbappe.
Well, certainly VAR protocol doesn't put a time limit on the amount that the time that the VAR has to look at it. I've been looking at this play in slow motion at length just to see if the defender got a touch on the ball. Even with stop action, the ball doesn't turn, the direction doesn't change and spin. So that certainly should have been figured out and seen more quickly.
And I guess the question to you then, Stu, I mean, how much for a player of Mbappe's quality and skill, should that be a reason why he missed it, or is it the reason why, you think?
I think just the nature of it, though. It was like, okay, go, no, wait, no, we're still checking, and Mbappe reset himself a number of times, and I think maybe in hindsight he would have loved to have reset completely once there was finally a go-ahead. It wasn't a great penalty, though, and he wouldn't be the first one to admit that. No excuses from that side. The other side, it took way too long. It was very clear that was absolutely a penalty. But here come France, and now they look angry.
And that's the last thing you need from this French team. As Uruguay found out eventually. Here's Dembele. Cutting it back. Ousmane Dembele puts it wide. 8th shot of the game for France in 32 minutes.
Look at the chop there with the right. Gets two defenders going. Comes back to the left. Starts it out too far outside the post with the left. And once again, Morocco have almost abandoned playing out of the back for just the time being, which to me is a very mature and game recognition of what the game is giving to you at the moment and play your way into the game. Maybe it'll open up a little bit more in the second half, but being slightly more risk averse. It becomes, here's Due, look at that.
Almost left the ball behind. It's bumped off it.
But I think Morocco need a spell on the ball to show themselves again, show that they're a threat with possession. They're just, the game connection is gone for them right now. And France are the team that are buzzing around on the ball. Look at Elise.
Elise just held his ground there. I guess that's the next part of the question. They've only forced 2 saves out of Yacine Bono, one of them from the penalty. Is this a bad situation for Morocco to be in?
No. You haven't conceded. You still have.
How is it a bad situation? It's no score.
Be more efficient with the ball.
I thought these announcers make no fucking sense.
As I said at the beginning, are very.
They're still in the game. It's no score.
France. You know, with their quality, they will get opportunities. It's
Stupid
going to withstand that and play your way into the game like they've just done here. It's a very good.
They're playing a good game right now.
Use the ball in moments.
What else do you want
from them? Almost rest, but then also make this French team work a little bit to try and press and win the ball back.
Tomorrow on Fox, the quarterfinals continue. Spain taking on Belgium in Los Angeles. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, live on Fox. Winner of that game will face the winner of this game Tuesday afternoon in Dallas in the first of the semifinals at this tournament. Belgium riding high after their big win over the United States. Spain, the European champions. To do what Spain did back in 2010, which is win the World Cup as European champions. Does not happen nearly as often as you might think. Great touch by Bouhaddi to get away from Unahi. He's got Brahim Diaz running to the middle. And maybe just didn't quite pick the right lane for that pass. Top is there in front of Rabiot to win it back, though, for Morocco. Saladin almost got his pocket picked by Dembele. And then it's taken away by Due. Bouhaddi, the teenager, lost it. Due running in. Desiree Due. Second Yacine Bono. Third stop of the game. Out for a goal.
And the first mistake of the game from the 18-year-old Bouhaddi. Had the pass off to try to take an extra touch right here. To play the ball wide, off to try to cut it back. It's pocket picked. And Due down to the right of Bono. The experience of Bono again with a huge save. And Due, really positive slashing run, just didn't have enough power on the finish. Otherwise, it finds the corner. So Morocco still keeping the French scoreless. Those are key moments. Can't turn possession over like that when you're in that offensive set and you've got your fullbacks high and wide because it leaves you exposed defensively.
Elise, the ensuing corner outswinger, and not a ton behind that. It might have actually ricocheted off 2 French players.
All right.
It is certainly true that against Senegal and against Paraguay, it took France a long time to get the first goal, but they were not creating nearly as many chances in that intro. That's a huge close in the middle. Referee says play on. Pass was behind Mbappe. It is interesting that our referee, Facundo Teo of Argentina,
yeah, it is, but you know, they're going to get the call.
He seems very focused on.
Just like Argentina, they're going to get the call.
The ball on set pieces.
They're going to get the call.
Much more willing to just let contact go. Sort of what he's choosing to keep a.
Same thing what happened with Argentina with Egypt. They got the calls. You know, the fix. How you say the fix is in? You know, they want to see a rematch. You know that, right? They want to see a rematch. They want to see a rematch.
Hakimi right now.
So the fix is in.
Is taking up a position as a center forward, which is interesting.
They get all the bullshit calls.
Possession like this, he's trying to find ways to get on the ball. It speaks though more to me of them just not having a threat in behind right now. Nobody, actually, Talby's making the first run I've seen that tries to open up the space. And what a run like that does, it forces France's back line just to drop a touch, and that can open up the space in front of them and behind the midfield, which is where Morocco is so dangerous when Brahim Diaz can get on the ball. Those are the spaces we just have not seen Morocco in this game so far.
Morocco playing without the injured Ismail Saibari, who made history by scoring in all 3 games in the group stage. That was almost a giveaway by El Ainaoui there, and it's actually going to end up as a foul as Kone stepped in. They're also without Shadi Riyad, the center back, so 2 key starters for them, to say nothing of the players, multiple starters they lost to injury before the tournament even began.
That was the run of Due, and he had an option to his left, so that meant that Diop had to stay wide and give that an honest job. And Due just busts through the gap, hits the shot. Another big save from Bono, who has been the difference so far. Saved the penalty, a couple of really big saves, keeping the French at bay.
Olise able to keep it in tight traffic there, able to win it back as Morocco had it for a moment. Dembele couldn't get it out from underneath his feet. It's cut back for Diaz. He's trying to keep it on Saliba. He's knocked down, and then he handled the ball. So it's either going to be a free kick for a foul or for a handball. It is Morocco's. A bit of a hesitation again there. The referee, what decision he wanted to make. Getting screamed at by players on both sides. You see what France have done in recent World Cups. They've twice lost finals in penalties.
They won the rematch.
They've twice failed to qualify.
They won France,
in recent
Argentina.
decades. They've twice failed to get out of the group stage.
That's what FIFA wants.
Actually been beaten in a knockout stage.
You know the fix is in.
The last 40 years. That was by Germany in the quarterfinal in 2014. Because a penalty shootout loss counts as a tie. They don't always get to this spot, the French, but once they do, they're awful hard to dislodge.
So unfortunately, FIFA, there is a lot of corruption in FIFA.
Tolby to the outside. Diaz, Shemzine Tolby to the byline. Tolby cutting it back, took a deflection there. That was Jules Koundé sliding in to block it. Saladin runs forward, heads it along, and Tolby is offside. He's limping a bit anyway. It's out for a goal kick.
But that was the best stretch of possession and attacking quality that we have seen from all game. And I think it just speaks to that we're creeping towards the end of the first half here. The spaces are opening up a little bit. They're taking better touches under pressure. Technically, they're so comfortable spreading the field out and then getting the look that they wanted on the far side with Tolby attacking the goal. Just didn't quite get the cross and the runs into the box that they were looking for. But that will be an encouraging spell there for Morocco.
5 minutes to go in the half here in Foxborough. A very warm day in Massachusetts. The first sign of shade creeping its way across the near sideline. Kone, Saladin knocked it away. Coming up, the Bank of America halftime show on Fox. Rebecca and company here in the stadium in Foxborough. Great to have them on the road with us once again. They were in Seattle. We were in the stadium in LA for opening night for the United States. Get down to the final 10 days of this World Cup. Hard to believe. And for the first time all day, a cloud is going to block the sun.
And you in the biggest celebration right now.
I am beyond thrilled, as is all of our electrical equipment, by the way, which is about 200 degrees.
And the crowd, you hear the big cheer from them. Everybody happy for a little reprieve from the sunshine.
Tommy. Canals with Upamecano. That's going to...
Yeah, see my signal dropping.
Quick.
We're supposed to get
right now. Brahim Diaz had a chance to run through, and Jules Koundé knocked it away. The old feed director seemed unaware that.
I know why they keep showing Shakira. That song sucks. I don't like that World Cup song. It's stupid. I don't know why they keep having her make World Cup songs.
I think Morocco will be encouraged, could they, and their fans as well, if they can get into this half at 0-0. They'll feel that they really came into the game a little bit more.
It's like in every game now, Shakira.
But they've withstood the first wave of the French attack, and then the second wave, but they've saved
that fucking
penalties. Dembele might get to this. But the problem with playing France is you've got to stand 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it will keep coming. They've got options off the bench that they can hit you with in the second half.
Nobody cares.
Team, as we said, they're without.
Nobody cares about Shakira. Stop talking.
They went to extra time and penalties against the Netherlands.
God damn it!
but they certainly have the spirit, they have the quality, and they're very much in this game as much as France have been more of the aggressor.
And it was a slow burn for them against the Canadians Saturday in Houston. Scoreless at the half. It was only 1-0 until 10 minutes to go, and they were able to get 2 late ones.
You do have to get to the half at 0-0. That is absolutely paramount.
You imagine we'll have quite a bit of stoppage time because of that lengthy check by the video assistant referee. As Raoul's penalty foul against Mbappe that ended up being saved. It's a great flick there by Doué, and Mbappe wasn't quite prepared for it. Brahim Diaz, as you said, just has nothing in front of him. It's only sideways and backwards as he tries to play positive. Kone now. Great work to get away from 3 Moroccan players.
So good.
Mbappe moving for Upamecano. Pele. He had a run up the middle there. He's going to come sideways instead. It was Jules Koundé who's going to stay forward now as an extra body. Koundé's going to chase. No, he's not going to chase it down. He was in chase from Upamecano.
"44 minutes coming up."
What's Didier Deschamps thinking about?
I think he'll be satisfied with the first half. Look, they had a penalty that was saved. Had a couple of really good opportunities that were saved by Bono. His team are in control. He's always been aware of the threat of Morocco. But one of the things he did say in the lead up to this match is we need to be efficient with our chances. We respect Morocco. We know it's going to be a tough match. We know the quality they have. We also know the opportunities we can create with our quality. Antoine Griezmann
of Orlando City in MLS
Indeed,
right now,
yeah.
of course. Who incidentally,
French legend.
All 4 goals France scored in each of the last 2 World Cup quarterfinals were him, either assisting or scoring. He was a big game player for them in the knockout stages at each of the last 2 World Cups. And it'll be fun to see him playing here in the United States come the resumption of MLS next week. We'll have 5 added minutes.
5 minutes
at the end of
extra
the
time.
first half, the hydration break and the lengthy check before the penalty.
5 minutes extra time.
Run through on that one. Bono there to clear the edge of his box.
5 minutes.
France out shooting Morocco 10-0. 3 saves made by Yassine Bono in this first half. Doué hunts the ball back from El Knaus. Olise was able to get through on Brahim Diaz. Here's Ousmane Dembele now. Dembele just toying with Salahadin. Gonna hook it along now for Doué, who lays it down for Rabiot. Being able to chase it down. Last man back is Saliba. Kone, his shot blocks. Always gonna feel that one in a moment. Dembele keeps it in play. Dembele running in the middle. That makes the pass through. Olise couldn't turn cleanly. Olise's shot closed down by Mazraoui. Lucadinho holds it in. He'll let it go. And it clips off the top of the bar. Did not take a touch off Bono.
And I don't know if Bono pulls his hand back here or not. But Dina says, okay, I'm striking this. And what a strike it is. Look at the movement.
All right, hit the top bar.
Touch on it. Hit fingers.
Hit the top bar. I thought it was the goalie, and then, but it hit the top bar. All right, so what's next?
And it's almost like even just the trajectory catches Bono a little bit by surprise. It's so difficult to predict. He had to get a hand up to that, smashes it
the top bar.
That would have been the least likely goal scorer on the field.
One of the least likely players on this French squad. He was last at a World Cup in 2014. Was among the last players cut at each of the last 2 World Cups. In 2 years, he was away from the French team until the fall of 2024. Really close on that one. 2 minutes gone of the 5. Still 3 minutes for Morocco to get through until they can get to the break. Desiree Doué with the skill. Can he ride Hakimi there? They both go down. Decision is going to be a foul and a free kick for Morocco, looks like.
Well, I'm sure Hakimi has seen Due do this a million times in practice. The touch before that, and then he takes him on 1v1. Again, I'm sure a familiar sight in practice. They both got a hold of each other. And the foul was given, I think, for that there. The first pull by Due pulling Hakimi down against his body in front and then tries to head it out. Really fun battle between the two of them all half long.
Header won by Rabiot. Space. Yeah. Dembele from Mbappe. Saladin retreating defensively. Dembele trying to cut him back. And an Saladin drafted in because of injury. Out at left back. Second time today, he's won a really important duel on the outside with the reigning world player via Ousmane Dembele. Now Unahi the other way from Morocco. Less than 2 minutes to go in the half. Could they spring a surprise before the break? Canals for Hakimi. Quite literally, no players in red in the attacking box right now. They're all 20 yards away or more from goal. Diaz. Rabiot to hand. It's a free kick for Morocco just outside the corner of the box.
Yeah, just outside. As the ball was coming in from Brahim Diaz. See, Rabiot's right
Free
hand.
kick right outside the box.
Did it take a deflection off his body before?
Morocco.
It looked like it came off his shoulder, but that hand is out.
Let's go. Let's go.
What an opportunity this is going to be. Hakimi typically takes the set pieces, but I've got to think with the right foot, this suits
Go,
a
Morocco.
This is Brahim Diaz all over it. And it's the type of area where you want to be hitting this towards the goal. France sitting a very deep defensive line right now. I'm interested if they push that up to give Magnan a little bit more space.
From Morocco.
Do they have bodies on top of Magnan, and he's just going to try to hit this
right in there.
towards the front post. Really interesting opportunity here for Morocco.
In the 50th and final minute of the first half. It's Hakimi who was trying to pick out the near post, but put it well wide in the end. And that's the first shot of the entire game for Morocco.
Yeah, he's trying to either make France think that he's going to pull back away, and Diaz hits it with the left. That's why the angle is really hard for a right-footed player there, because you have to get your body and your hips around the ball. Trying to come on the side of the wall, didn't happen. Still very much
halftime. That's it.
Kylian Mbappe, the best chance. The penalty saves.
All right, let me go to
decided in the first of our World Cup quarterfinals. 45 minutes down, 45 to go here in Foxborough. No score between France and...
All right, there you go. 0-0. Now that last free kick, man, that wasn't even on. That wasn't even close. Come on, Morocco, you gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, it was a rubbish penalty, but you know they're gonna get the calls. I'm telling you, the fix is in. Between Argentina and France, the 1 and 2 teams, you know they're gonna get all the bullshit calls. They just, you know, like, I mean, I didn't see the game against Egypt, Argentina last game, but I heard they got robbed. I believe it. I think they got, because Egypt was up. I think they were winning with 15 minutes left in the game. They were up 2-0 or 2-0 with 15 minutes left in the game at the 75th minute. And Argentina just scored 3 goals. Like, you know, come on, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the fix was in. Nobody wants to see, like, FIFA doesn't want to see no France, no Argentina. They want to see one of them in the final bracket. But if they could get the rematch, of course. You know? You know, same thing with the USA game. The USA-Belgium game. I for one, I'm going to say it. USA was better off without Balogun. In other words, when Balogun got the red card, and he knew he was going to be suspended for the next game, they should have left it alone. They should have not. See, FIFA overturned it, and they allowed him to play again. That was a mistake. Because what you're doing, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why they shouldn't have done that. FIFA shouldn't have done that. Because now, if, say, USA would have won that game. Let's say USA would have won that game. Hypothetically. You know what people would have said, right? Oh, they won the game because of Balogun coming back in the game. And, you know, in other words, cheated. You know, Trump, again, because Trump, you know, supposedly he made a phone call to, what's the guy's name? I forgot the guy's name. The FIFA guy. And, you know, I guess he thought that he influenced him or whatever. So that would have been tainted. You understand? So that's why I didn't agree with reinstating him. I think if you give him the red card, let him serve the suspension. Let him serve the suspension. The hell with it. I think USA would have played better. Honestly, because the way they play against Bosnia in the second half with 10 men. Remember that game? USA played pretty good against Bosnia with 10 men. With 10 men. With 10 men. And they scored a goal. They scored another goal. They scored a goal with 10 men against Bosnia. I think when they brought Balogun in, it messed up the momentum. It messed up the momentum. USA went into that game a little too overconfident, I guess. They came out, they looked like crap. They weren't ready for Belgium. Belgium is a world-class team, by the way, but still, I think this is why sometimes I think I talked about it. Sometimes they should have left it alone. They should have let him serve the suspension. And if USA came out without Balogun, they would have lost to Belgium. It wouldn't be a big deal. And they were expected to lose. But now you're putting that cloud over their head that, you know, there's cheating going on. And the last thing FIFA needs is more cheating allegations. You understand? FIFA keeps shooting itself on the foot. So that suspension on Balogun, they should have let him stay suspended. Let the USA play without him. They would have lost anyway to Belgium. There would be no controversy. You understand what I'm saying? Because when they put Balogun back in, if USA would have won that game, they always would have had that cloud over their head that, you know, they cheated. And that's the problem with FIFA. Same thing what happened with Argentina. Yeah, I know, and that's what bothers me. Like, this stuff in the background. That's what bothers me. And that's, you know, Trump is Trump. That's who Trump is going to be. Trump is Trump, and that's why, you know, I voted for the man, but sometimes he does things that I just, you know, but that's who he is. He doesn't shut the fuck up sometimes. That's who he is. He doesn't shut up. Tasso, that's the way he is. So to me, had USA would have won that game, it would have been tainted. You understand? And then they would have had all that speculation. Oh, they cheated. And we don't need that. We don't need that. USA does not need that. USA did pretty good to get as far as they did. Well, well, that's customary. Tasso, that's customary. The FIFA trophy. Let me explain to you about the FIFA trophy, Tasso, in case you don't know. Only the players that won the trophy, and the leaders of the free world, the leaders that are hosting the country can touch the trophy. Nobody else can touch the trophy. So, like the last one was the Qatar, right? The king, right? Qatar. He presented the trophy to Messi. That's what's gonna happen. It's not. By the way, it's not only gonna be. Well, yeah, it is gonna be Trump because it's gonna be the last game is gonna be in New Jersey. Yeah, but I just said it. The last game is gonna be in New Jersey. You see, the last game is not in Mexico. The last game is not gonna be in Canada. The last game is in New Jersey. So he has to present it. He has to present it. That's the customary FIFA thing. He's not Trump. It's just that's customary. The leader of that country that's playing that final game has to present the trophy. Now, of course, in the booth, the other two, or maybe it might be all three. It might be all three. They might make, because remember, this is the first time that, by the way, this is the first time it's happening. But it might be all three. It might be all three. It should be all three. I think it should be all three. But, you know, it's not that he has to be involved in everything. It's just, yeah. But it's not that he has to be involved in everything. But yeah, it is, that is customary. Yeah, it should, in my opinion, it should be all three. Because they all hosted the World Cup. So I think it's gonna. I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's Trump only. I think it should be all three. Yeah. I think it should be all three. I think. I know they're gonna be there. They have to be there. By the way, they have to be there. They're all gonna be there. You know. What's his name? I forgot the guy's name for Canada. I keep forgetting the guy's name. Anyway, Sheinbaum is gonna be there. Claudia Sheinbaum should be there. Of course, Trump is going to be there. And that guy for Canada, I don't know, Carney. So it should be all three. It really should be all three. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, anyway, tradition is nobody's allowed to touch the trophy. Unless they won the trophy. Unless you're a World Cup winner. You won the trophy, or you're the person, or you're the president of the country that's hosting it. You have to present it, and the FIFA president. The FIFA president can but nobody else is allowed to, Okay, so it's like yeah, it's a I mean some. But yeah, people are not allowed to, not everybody's allowed to grab it, and yeah. Like the last World Cup was the Qatari prince or the king gave it to Messi. Yeah, he does. That's another thing. He does do that. He does troll, Sometimes I wish he would just not get involved in, because that would have, honestly. For example, if USA would have won that game, it would have been that cloud over, and I don't need that. I really think, honestly, USA would have played better without him. They would have had to step up. Somebody else would have stepped up. I think somebody else would have stepped up more, because it would have been on their shoulders more to, okay. I think the minute that they reinstated him, I think they let their guard down. I think USA got, okay, we got our leading scorer back. And, mindset, they fucked up. They should have went in there, and of course, the other guy too, he sucked. Pulisic, whatever, he sucked. He's not a star player. He's a good player, but he's not a star player. All right. Anyway, let me read the comments here. Hello, Chicopee Radio. What's going on with OBS now? What happened with OBS? What happened? What happened? Why is this disconnecting? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And that's the way he is. He meddles in everything. You know, sometimes he just, you know, I mean, you know, but that's that. You know, you get the good and the bad. You know, the good thing is he's doing the job that I want him to do. The bad thing is that he is his own worst enemy when it comes to, it has to do with his ego. He does have a, I'm not gonna lie to you, he has a humongous ego. He does. He probably has the biggest ego. If anybody in the world, is him. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna sit here and pretend like he's not infallible. He is. He has many qualities that are, you know, he is. He's just, that's the part that you got to deal with. Yeah. So that phone call to FIFA, you know, it doesn't help. It didn't help with the whole thing. You know? But of course, the liberals are going to use that for whatever too, you know. But anyway, I don't want to, let's get away from that. Let's get away from that, please. Let's just move on with that, please. I don't want to talk about that. I want to spend the next hour or so talking about that. But yeah, it should be all three. I hope it is all three. I hope it is all three. Well, this is OBS. Well, this is OBS. I'm using OBS now. So, no, this is OBS. Yesterday was not OBS. The one before that was. I'm using OBS with the camera on this side now. So the thing is, it puts the bars because it's the ultra wide. OBS, what it does, it puts the you know, it doesn't like try to fit the because OBS, you know, of course, I'm using the ultra wide, so it puts the black, you know, I had to position it the way it is. Anyway, let's get away from that, please. But yeah, you're back, but the video looks cropped. It's not cropped. It's that the camera's native resolution is in the middle, but I'm using an ultra wide screen. On OBS, that's the way it does. Now, if I do YouTube Studio, it's just regular because YouTube Studio. But on OBS, I have to do it this way. And I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe if I can, you know, it could fit the picture and but unfortunately, I you know, anyway, can't make everybody happy. Sorry. What do you want me to do? I need to figure that out, man. Why OBS does that? I seen to do that on OBS on previous stream, but this time it really is smaller. I don't know what you're talking about now. Let me see. Let me replay it here. Because I'm using an ultra wide monitor and OBS, I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that. See, the monitor behind me, I don't have that problem because it's not ultra wide. You see, it's not an ultra wide. It's just it's a 16 by 9. See, this one is 16 by 9. This one is not 16 by 9. This one is ultra wide. So I you know, that's the I always have a problem with this one. But I'm thinking about maybe long term put that one here as a second monitor and buy another monitor. Buy one of these monitors. And use that one as put this one here. So okay, so let me go back over here. So I'm thinking about putting this one here, this monitor here. Because this computer is I have the 55-inch as a second monitor if I want to use it. And then this one, but this one is ultra wide. And I don't like using this one for OBS. You saw when I do the FMDXing videos, You see when I do that FMD, it's like all. I don't like that. It looks small. It's annoying. So I'm thinking about putting this one there. Use this one as a second monitor. Buy a new one. It's some setting, but I don't want to deal with that. That's the point. So I think this one. I think it's time to move this one over here, and get a smaller one here for my main monitor, and use this one as a secondary one. Put this one here. This one is fine. This one is fine if I put it here. But this one with that monitor is driving me crazy. It's just driving me crazy. I mean, I like the monitor, but it's ultra wide. Yeah, that's the one I found in the dumpster. Because the problem with this one is, for example, like FMDXing, right? FMDXing. Let me see. Yeah, but I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that custom. This is not 1980, but this is not 1920 by 1080. This is like some crazy resolution. You know what? Let me try. Okay, the game just started. Let me try. How you say? Okay, let me see. Video capture property. Okay, let me go there. Okay. Where's the resolution? Custom. And then resolution. Let me see. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I just did the same thing. The same thing. It's just this screen. I have an ultra wide monitor. It's just too, it's a hassle. I try to move it like that. Even if I try to crop it. What the fuck, bro? Why it keeps moving it? Oh my God. Oh my God, motherfucker. Oh my God, this fucking thing over here. Son of a bitch. Anyway, I'm not gonna deal with it. I can't deal with it. No, but I think this ultra wide is too big here. I might move that one here. Yeah, but I want to move this one over there. I want to get a smaller one because I want two screens on this side. So over here, I want to get I want to get another one of these. These are 27-inch, 16 by 9. You get like this for like nothing, for like $75. I put it here because I want this one. Because I may get, no, actually not 27-inch. I may get a smaller one. Maybe a 24-inch. Because I want to have this one as my second monitor over here with, all right. Yeah. So I'm not going to break my head over it. Because even recording, it's a pain in the ass on this side. Okay, I'm not doing all that, people. Relax. I'm not doing all that. So please, no more suggestions. Thank you. I'm not doing all that. If you can't enjoy it for what you see, if you can't enjoy it, then leave. That's it. Leave me alone with it already. My God, people. Like, I'm okay with it. Chill out, people. Wow. All right, back to the game.
Which you just did there. Now they're open.
I don't want to configure the cameras. Leave it alone already. Jesus Christ, people.
Great interception there, an important one to pick
Wow.
up the one in the middle by Ellen Alley. Knocking Corey off the ball. Tommy trying to chase it down, cannot do so. Corey is down on the other end of the field.
You don't understand what I don't like. I like things to be simple. I don't want to be fiddling around with every setting every time I have to do this. And that's the problem with this stupid fucking monitor. I hate this. Well, I got it for free. It's okay, bro. All right. I know you're trying to help me, everybody.
Game in charge of this French team is 185th game in
No, I don't want this here anyway.
On the screen, vote for your
I'm kind of sick of it here anyway. I want it over there.
The match. Bono's the best pick so far. 3 first-half saves, including the penalty for Kylian Mbappe.
Takes up too much space here.
Great close-range save on an Upamecano.
I'm gonna switch it.
Minutes in. We're trying to beat France for the first time ever. They're already the first African nation able to make a final twice, but they become the first ever to make a semi-final twice. France are trying to continue their march towards a third straight.
Yeah, it's good for gaming, but I don't do gaming on this side.
Brazil and Germany.
I do gaming on this side.
Make a semi-final.
It should go here
in 3 consecutive tournaments. For each of these teams, it has been.
I don't do gaming on this side at all. This computer's too slow.
Lost a competitive match. Counting game in
this is my better computer out of the two.
Rarely been beaten at the World Cup in recent tournaments, and Morocco pending still one final court appeal in Switzerland.
There you go. Tasso just answered my question. Thank you, Todd, for the red card. No. I want to put this one on this side. Listen to me. Listen to me, people. I want to put this one on this side with another monitor, a smaller monitor. When I stream, I'm going to use the regular monitor, not the ultra wide, because it's a hassle. It's a hassle to do everything on this thing. It's a hassle. You see what I'm saying? Now over here, I can't do that because my second monitor over here right now is the TV. And what I'm doing right now, I'm watching TV. So I can't do it here. I can't do it because I got the TV on. That's my second monitor. It's the television. I could make this my second monitor. I could make the Vizio my second monitor and it'll work fine. I could do that too. Remember the way I used to do it in the past? I made the Vizio my streaming monitor. Remember that? I could do that. But it's all the way over here. I don't want to be looking over here, you know? So I'm going to get another monitor. You know, a 16:9. This one is 27. I'll probably get a little smaller one. Or I'll probably get a 27. I'll mount it over here. And then I have that one over here. I have 2 of them here. I'll be fine. Yeah, because I don't want this one on this side anymore. It's taking too much space. It's taking too much space here. And this computer is too slow for the stuff I want to do. I need to do more video editing. This computer is too slow for all this. This one, I got the 4 gigabyte video card. This computer is faster. Remember, this is the computer that did the 30-day live stream. Not this piece of junk. This one. So it makes sense to put this one here. Understand, people? That's what I want to do. Because I know lately I've been streaming on this side, but I see that this is a pain in the ass, this monitor, when it comes to that. But if I have it on this side with a second monitor, I'm good. Because I won't use this monitor for streaming. I don't want to use this monitor for streaming. I only want to use this monitor for extended desktop. That's it. And if I have to run a video, if I have to run my video editor on that side when I'm doing something over here, I can do that. Because this one has more video memory and all that. This one, I can't do all that. It's too slow. So I got to revamp. Okay? I know you guys want to help me But you're not helping me because you're regurgitating what I already know. Thank you. Thank you.
What we saw in the lineup is that Mohamed Wabi, because of the injury, electing not to go with, as you put it, a reference point, a center forward in there.
Listen, the setup I have a 55 inch.
They don't have anyone.
And I have this one, and that's it.
At what point does that become a problem? Where's the goal going to come?
They're not a huge
I can't swap because I'm watching TV on this one right now. This one is over the air.
And then turn right back. And now Mbappe and the Moroccans are retreating. Alfred Doulé. On Hakimi gets it away. Larry Yassin Bono got his whole body behind it. That might have been knuckling some. It's Bono's fault.
All right.
France still
almost
scored
on
what
that
they're
one.
looking for is.
No, that's not my new.
It's very comfortable for Bono.
No, this is not my new. I'm just doing this for a couple of days.
Really lively first half. Need a little bit more. I think combination play.
This is not my new streaming angle. This is just another computer that I'm streaming from. That's it. One day I might stream from that computer. Right now I'm using this cheap $10 webcam. It's a $10 webcam. I just want to stream on this side because I just feel like it. Because you know why? I want to watch the game without having to hide it. You see? When I want to, so when I want to watch the game, I could watch it now without worrying about getting copyright. That's all. Because right now I'm watching a game and I don't have to worry about copyright. Right? That's why I'm doing this. That's all. But if I was on this side, I would have to put the camera to the side. And it's kind of, you know what I mean? Sometimes when you put the camera to the side, it looks stupid. So, you know, by the way, this one also, I have the West antenna hooked up to this one for TV. I split the West antenna. But it doesn't get that many channels. The West antenna. It doesn't get that many. I only got like, I think the most I got was 46 channels on that TV with the West antenna. So it didn't get that many. And I couldn't get Fox. So that's why, you know, I couldn't get Fox on that one. So, you know. But no, this is a different angle, that's all. No, right now I only have one to this TV, that's it. I don't have it split it. I don't want to split it because then the signal deteriorates. I only have it straight to this one. I haven't hooked up the other one yet because I just don't have coax right now. I ran out of coax. I have spare ones around. I have to look for it. All right, now it's 57 minutes, 00. Yeah. So, but this monitor, I'm gonna put it over there. I'm just gonna use it for extended desktop, because right now, out of all my computers, this is my best, and plus this one has the most storage. I have a 3 terabyte hard drive in this one. This one I only have I have the external, but this one is slower. That one has the 4 gigabyte video that I just put in a month ago. So this one is, when I do want to do video editing, I want to use this computer now, or one of the servers. So that's why I want to move this monitor over there. I'm just gonna swap these 2 monitors, and then try to find a second one around there. I have a spare one somewhere. I can use it for now. A 16:9. If not, I'll buy one. I'll probably just buy one from Walmart. I seen some for like $79. A very thin one, smaller one. This microphone, I'm gonna move it out of here. I may bring down the other desk. By the way, that's another thing. I may take this one up there and bring down the bigger one. The bigger desk. The one that's upstairs. I need to bring that one down. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I want it to stay heavy. I'm going to have to take it apart again. But I probably won't do it. I don't think I want to do that anyway. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll probably just get a mount. I'll get a mount, and I have, but you know, because I can mount this one. By the way, this one I can mount. I can mount this one and put a second one above it. You know, or I can put this one above and put the other one low. So I can mount this one with another one. This one I can't mount. It doesn't have a mount. So this one I can't. If I could mount this one, I would have done it. I would have had this one and this one already mounted. But I can't. This one doesn't mount. This is an older one. This one doesn't have the mount. Oh, they scored. Oh, France scored. There you go. 59-minute mark. They scored. Yeah.
And as the French celebrate, the Moroccans protesting with the referee here about a potential handball in the lead up to this goal. But just how quickly it can happen for the French. And for that man, once again, his 8th goal of the tournament.
Well, you know,
this ball just gets turned over right here. Quick touch through the legs.
I just don't want Argentina to win.
Morocco,
even if they make it to the finals,
whether he was onside or not,
I don't want Argentina to win. I really don't want Argentina to win. That's my main thing. I don't want Argentina to win.
Says you're going to give me that? Thank you very much. The top spin on the ball, the quick release is what catches Bono, and he has no chance getting to that ball. Kylian Mbappe.
You want France to win?
Once again, for the infallible French.
Morocco is still upset. We have not seen.
Out of all of them, I want England. I want England to win.
Holding the subs right now, so. And there's the signal. So that goal has been given.
The goal is good. Kylian Mbappe, 20 World Cup games, 20 World Cup goals scored. And here come the changes. So the 18-year-old Blondy will be replaced by the 29-year-old veteran Sofiane Amrabat. It looks like drawn to get the center forward Rahimi on the field.
I mean, it's just one of those moments for Morocco where you just think, how has that happened? We've been playing a great second half. We're in the game, defensively organized. I'll tell you how.
I just picked it up from Walmart.
That's just individual, so the highest order. Just
may he rest in peace.
Sensational. I don't know how you stop that. I mean, Diop is 2 yards away from him, and he gets the shot off in the far corner. Just incredible.
Off the ball right now. Saladin under some pressure, trying to steer it back. Morocco with a goal like that against Sweden. As Mbappe's still down, his ability to generate power and spin much of a run-up, is that something you could teach, or is that just sort of an innate God-given skill that he has?
I think it's more it's clear it's something he has worked on so much. His finish from different parts of the field. I'd love to have, and we will, dissect this with 2 of the best. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Thierry Henry about that.
Job was late. Mbappe,
I'm gonna disconnect that monitor
for a second time again. These two.
Hey, what do you want? I'm gonna disconnect that monitor. I think it's
playing for France together. Opponents today for the first time in 8 years.
And it's frustration because you can't get close to a guy like that. That's the only way you can stop it. And comes in late. Look at the touch from Mbappe outside of the foot around the corner, about to accelerate away. Textbook yellow card there. Probably one, honestly, that Diop might have to take after conceding.
In saying that, if Morocco were to come from behind and win, he would not play in the semifinal. Yellow are wiped out after the quarterfinal, so if you get through this game without getting a second yellow in the knockout, you're fine.
And the bad news for Morocco is if they need any more down. The French, after scoring first, 18 straight unbeaten.
They've not lost a World Cup game when scoring first since the 80s. Not that it needs to be a loss, as we saw Morocco against the Netherlands. They tied it up.
Doesn't have a mount.
Right at 90 minutes, they won in a penalty shootout. French will know that too. They'll want more.
He doesn't have a mount.
Rabio into the middle. Job was there to clear it away. Kylian Mbappe today is passing his coach Didier Deschamps in the France all-time appearance leader list. He's on level with Messi this tournament. He's one shy of Messi for that all-time goal-scoring mark. Tying Hugo Lloris's record for most games played at the World Cup. Any French player. He, like Messi, we're just running out of superlative.
As evident as just even seeing the gold boot list there. You got 5 of the best players in the world on that list.
Miroslav Klose is a long ways in the rearview mirror. He held that record for a long time. All-time goal World Cup. Big tangle of bodies behind the play. The French will play on. That was knocked away. A little casual there from Elise. Rahimi, and that's going to tail out. He was trying to just play it out in space and get in a foot race with Upamecano.
Mbappe, once again, look at that. I mean, as that ball is moving, you can see it's moving from the top spin on it. What most players are thinking in that moment, okay, can I bend it? Can I hit it outside the post, make it difficult for the keeper? I think that's why even Bruno there recognizes he has no time to get across to it because the shot came off so quickly.
Here they come for more. Dembele, Dembele!
Say it. That's it. Game over. They're not coming back from that. They're not coming back from 2-0. I said it's over. It's over. It's over. Right now the clouds are blocking the. Right now I'm losing the signal. We're supposed to get thunderstorms too. Wow, look at that. No signal now. I got no signal.
Finds the pass from Elise. Mbappe, it is a third assist for him. Look at the run. He drags the defender inside, and that opens up the gap. So it's the instant recognition there from Dembele. Well, now 2 defenders are going with Mbappe. They're going left. I'm going right. And then finishes down to the bottom corner. Past Bruno, who stood tall in the first half. That looks
all right. Yeah, that's it.
The Moroccans. You can
okay,
see
I'm gonna
that and then France hit
let me lower
the
it a little bit.
His 5th goal of the tournament now as well. France with a 2-goal cushion.
Good ball for Rahimi to chase. The Moroccans are desperate. They've got a little less than 30 minutes to find a way to turn this.
Yeah, they're not gonna come back. They're not coming back from that. They're not coming back from that. Forget about it. 2-0 France. That's it. I'm watching it, but I'm not gonna forget about it. Different Gear TV. Nothing is beating the atmosphere of our Mexico. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was a great game overall too. Hydration break right now too. Hello Samuel Reyes. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so you see this monitor doesn't have a mount. So I'm gonna put this one here, and then this one is gonna go there, and then I'm gonna get a second monitor for the streaming, because this screen I want to have it over there as a this is gonna be my extended desktop. That's it. And when I want to do video rendering, I could put it over here and do it. Over here, the problem is over here is I watch TV, and I don't want to use this one as a secondary monitor. I can't because I want to watch TV. So, yeah, I'm going to be rooting for Spain. I'm going to be rooting for Spain against Belgium. But yeah, yeah. I have to see if I have another monitor that I can temporarily use. I mean, I do have the Mac one. The Mac monitor. I could use that one. Actually, I could use the Mac monitor as my primary monitor temporarily. I could use that one. Because remember, I used that one. By the way, the Mac monitor upstairs, I had it with this one, remember? This one and the Mac monitor. And it worked out well. So I may use the Mac monitor with this one. I could use that one. And that one is DVI. That has a DVI. I can use that one because, by the way, my video card on that one has VGA, HDMI, and DVI. So this one is HDMI. And then the second one is going to be DVI. I could even bring this one down, but I don't want to bring that one down. You know, that one has VGA, but I don't want to use that one. That one is for the servers. Yeah, they're not coming back. This game is over. And this game is over. It's over. So yeah. So right now, Tazza, how many antennas are hooked up over the air? How many? You mean how many TVs? How many antennas? You mean how many? Well, I only have one over the air antenna. That's the RCA one. So it's hooked. It's running straight to this TV. The coax is 75 feet. Is running right all the way into this TV. There's no switches or nothing. No. Straight into the TV. I'm trying to get the highest quality signal because remember, 75 feet. That's a lot of coax already. So actually, I'm thinking about putting the amplifier up there. The channel master, put it back up there, just for the coax length. So remember, the amplifier is not for the signal; it's for the coax length. It's to boost the signal for the coax length. It's not to boost the signal like this TV signal. So I think what's happening is some of these channels, because the coax length is so long, I'm losing enough of a signal that it doesn't, I don't get like a, you know. So I may hook that one to the TV antenna. So I'll probably do that. And that one has an FM trap built in. So strong FM breakthrough won't happen. Because I'm probably getting that too, strong FM breakthrough on this antenna. I mean, on this antenna with the cord, without that. Because that has a, you have to open it up. There's a switch in there. That if I want to use that for FM signal, I turn it off. But if I don't want to use, if I want to block FM signal on that one, you turn it on. Because there is interference with FM signal and TV. And then I will have to just buy the LTE. Also, I got to buy the LTE filter, the 5G filter. Because that too, I do have a lot of 5G. Right behind me, I have a whole bunch of towers. I have a whole bunch of 5G antennas. Right there, right? It's a tower with a whole bunch of them. So I have a lot of 5G stuff here. And it's right there. It's like literally a few hundred feet. It's like, not a couple of hundred feet. It's like, when I'm on the roof and I show you the building, you can see the tower. It's like a whole bunch of, so there, it's right there. So I think that also can be interfering with some of this television signal. So I might have to do all that too. And I'm going to have to look into buying the filter. I'm probably going to buy the filter. Channel Master makes one. It's like a little, it goes in between the coax and then, you know. Yeah. Yeah, ABC was fine. Right now, Fox it pixelates a little bit here and there. Yeah, no, ABC was fine. ABC was fine. And also the summer, by the way, also we're in the summertime. So I have a lot of foliage now. So in the wintertime, all these channels are coming in. In the winter, I'm good. In the fall, I'm good. Is right now summer, A couple of my channels are really bad right now because of foliage. You know, I have the trees there, all that foliage, all that trees right there and all that. It's really blocking. It bumps down the signal. It bumps down the signal a little bit. But sometimes it's enough to not give me some issues on some channels. So, yeah, like the next game, it was fine. The next game was fine. See, right now, Fox is like pixelating a lot now. Right now, it dropped. It dropped completely right now. Now it's back. Yeah. But I'm going to see if maybe it could be the filter. I may need to put the filter in. They call it a LTE filter. Yeah, I know. Same here. That's one of the ones that it always gives me a little bit of issues. Fox. Let me see. Let me look at the guide. Fox. CBS. I'm okay with CBS, but you know, Fox. NBC is okay. Fox. ABC. You know. But right now, I'm gonna say the RCA antenna is doing a good job. It's doing a good job. But I think now with the RCA antenna, I need to put the filter. I definitely need to put the amplifier because that coax, that's 75 feet of coax. That's the most. That's a lot of coax to be running. So I should put the amplifier. Anyway, Mbappe's being substitute. So Mbappe's out the game. 76 minute in. So it's almost over. It's gonna be another 14 minutes. 14 minutes, this game is over. Hydration break is over. So that's it. They're not gonna come back from this. It's 2-0, 76 minute. Extra time, they're probably gonna have maybe 6 minutes. So we're talking about maybe total 13. Probably 20 minutes left total in this game. So unless Morocco can tie this game up, France is gonna move on. They're gonna move on. Yeah. Let me check my YouTube studio. Let me see. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so when I started this stream, I was talking about let me lower the AC a little bit because it's cranking a little bit too much. Sorry. Let me lower it down a little bit. I put 70. I was freezing it here. I put 70. No. So yeah, so when we was in Married to DX's live stream, and he showed the DAB dipole, right? I know Tassa, you wasn't here. So when he showed the DAB I was gonna say tadpole. When he showed the DAB dipole, I got an idea. I said, I should make a weather band dipole. A weather band dipole. Okay, before you come on here, okay, hello, Airbands TV project official. Hello, I hope you're doing well. DAB is bad. It's not bad. That's your opinion. That's fine. I live in the United States. I don't have DAB, so but it's not bad. Don't come over here with a blanket statement saying DAB is bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. It sound intelligent. Don't do that. Okay, don't come in here. DAB is bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. If you don't like, you may not like DAB, that's fine. But I don't have DAB here. All right. Anyway, I'm getting off sidetrack here. So anyway, I was thinking about doing a weather band dipole antenna, because the DAB dipole antenna, right? I was reading it. It's from So listen. So it's from. The DAB antenna is from 174 megahertz up to 220. I think it's 220 or something like that. Because that's the DAB frequency in, Europe, whatever. But over here, what if I make a dipole from, 162 point, like the center frequency, make it around 162.500, right? 162.475 or the center frequency, or 162.500, around there. Because I want to use it for this radio. Now I got the screen in the way. I want to make an external antenna for this radio. For this radio. I have the Discon for the scanner. It's a multi-band antenna. That's fine. But I want to make a dipole specifically for weather band. And maybe, since it's tuned to weather band, I can point it to different direction, but because it's going to be directional. I can point it different direction, and guess what? Maybe do some weather band DXing. Weather band DXing. So yeah, because I want to use this radio. It's a brand new radio. I want to use it. I haven't used it. I mean, I got it, but I'm gonna mount this. I join your Discord. Okay. Well, I hope you have. Well, number one, I hope you have an avatar picture, because I am not accepting no more Discord members with no avatar picture. You better have an avatar picture, number one. Number two, are you a member of other servers? If you are, then that's okay. I'm not accepting no brand new Discord accounts. Whatever. You need to be a member of a few Discord servers. Somebody's gonna vouch for you. That type of thing. I'm making it strict now on my Discord because I had too many spammers in there. So I removed about 200 people already off my server. I had close to 500 people. I removed 200 people already. And I'm about to move another 100 more because they don't have an avatar picture. They have no history. They're not engaging on my Discord server. So if you're going to join my Discord, it's because you're going to engage in it. Yeah, I'm protecting my Discord from idiots and spammers and scammers. So that's why I'm making it strict. It's by invitation only. It's by invitation only. And I'm going to look at your profile and see if you're legit. And then you're in. If you're legit, then you're good. But if you look like a bot account, you're not getting in. That's it. Just making it clear. It's not personal. It's just I don't want spam accounts in there. Anyway. So yeah, external antenna for this radio because I have the Disco. It's a multi-band antenna, but I want to make one specifically for the weather band. For the weather band. I protect it by manually setting the permission to speak. No, I don't have to do all that. I just want to. I just don't want brand new accounts no more. You know, like you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. You know, they don't have no avatar, things like that. You know, there's, you know, you can tell right away if the account is not legit. You know what I mean? Like if you know, like when you see my account, I'm a member of a bunch of servers. You know, things like that. You can see all the history. I have links to other websites on my profile. You know what I mean? Like that. You can tell that the person is not a bot. That's all. I just don't want bots. That's all. I'm just cleaning it up. That's all. It's not personal. You know, I'm, you know, I'll you know, I don't know if you have a channel. Do you have a channel? Anyway, I'll check it later. But yeah, I'll look at it in a bit. When I'm done with the live stream, I'll see. I'll look into it. But yeah, that's all. It's not. Yeah. It's not. You know what? Because you know what happened is lately, I had to crack down on it because we were getting too many spammers. So I'm cleaning out my my server right now. I'm getting rid of some suspected bot accounts and all that. I'm getting rid of them. That's all. And I just don't want to. I want to keep it. You know, it's a nice community in there. There's some good people in there. There's a lot of helpful people in there. You know what I mean? So I want to keep it like that. You know, I have a lot of, you know, it's a good community, and I want to keep it that way. You know, we run a tight ship in there. I got some good moderators in there. You know, I got some great people in there. I got the smartest people in the world. I keep saying it all the time. I got the smartest people in the world in there. They're not judgmental people. You go to other servers, you always get ridiculed. You get judged. You know, people are trolling in there. I don't put up with that on my server. My server, you go in there, you chat, you talk, you do whatever you talk. Be nice to people, be cordial, be respectful, and that's it. You'll be fine. Now, if you go in there, try to be a smart ass, know it all, and try to belittle other people, then you're gonna get the boot. Because I don't put up with that. I don't like people. I don't like bullies. I don't like people trying to bully other people. I don't like that. I don't like that bully stuff. That's all. You know what I mean? I've seen that in too many servers where people get bullied because they ask a question. Because they ask a question and things like that. You know, you should. In my server, that you don't feel that way. In my server, if you ask a question, someone is gonna answer you. They're not gonna make you feel. They're not gonna try to make you feel like you're stupid or whatever. You're gonna, you know, we don't play that in there. We don't play that in there. My server, we respect each other. You know, but I seen other too many servers out there. They don't do that. They put up with bullying and all that. I don't put up with that. So yeah, so I want to make a weather radio, a weather frequency dipole for this radio. And I'm gonna put it on the roof, run down some coax on it, and hook it up. So I'm looking at Amazon. I'm gonna buy some copper tubing, some copper, you know, flexible, you know, refrigerated tubing. I'm gonna buy, and the reason why I'm gonna buy 10 feet, I don't need that much, but the measurement for it, for weather band dipole is about 3 feet. 3 feet. So each side, 32 inches, 32 to 36 inches. So each segment of the dipole, about 16 inches. So 16 inches, 16 inches for a dipole, for weather band, more or less. So I'm going to look into building one and putting it up on the roof. And I'm going to experiment with it. I'm going to point there maybe, you know, I don't know, probably, you know, see if we could get some Weatherband DX. So then the rest of the copper, I'm going to make another FM dipole and point this somewhere else. So I'm going to make another FM dipole. So I saw it on Amazon. It's about $17. I'm going to order it tonight. I'm gonna order the copper coil. It's refrigerated tubing. It's about a 1/4 inch diameter. It's not that big. Doesn't have to be that big. But it has to be bended enough. So I'm gonna build the dipole. I'm gonna put it up on the roof. Yeah. I'm gonna put it on the roof. I'm probably gonna put it to where where I climb up the ladder. I may put it up there. I have a pole for it, a skinny pole that I can put it on. It's gonna be up on the roof though. It'll be up on the roof, weather band, and I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna point it. I may point it east to see if I pick up whatever east. I'll experiment with it. And by the way, that same antenna, I can switch it, hook it up to the scanner. Maybe hook it up to maybe even hook it up to FM radio. See what although that's gonna be way above the FM band. But experiment, have fun. So I got the idea from the Marriott DXer, the DAB dipole. So I'm gonna cut one down for FM. For weather band. And let's see. Airband's TV project. I'm just gonna call you Airband's TV. How long have you loved radio? All my life. All my life. Since I was a young boy. I think first time I remember radio when I was probably 7, 8 years old. My brother had a multi-band radio. Multi-band radio. Yeah, exactly. It's all about having fun, Tasso. Experiment, have fun. And by the way, this is something anybody can build. Please show your radio. Well, you're gonna have to watch my whole channel. You're gonna have to watch all my videos. I can't show you every radio I have here. It'll take me forever. All my radios are not even here. I have some on the second floor. All my radios are not here. These are some of my radios. I have too many. I have over. If I put a number right now on how many portable radios I have, it's probably almost 150. Radios total, like in terms of desktop radios, all that, I'm probably close to 200 now. Probably close to 200. Probably about 200. I don't know. I have so many. Yeah, I have 2 radios. I have quite a few. I have quite a few of them upstairs. They're upstairs though, because they're bigger. They're on the shelf upstairs. They're not here. I have a bunch of portables here. All my portables are here. Well, not all of them. Some of my portables are here. Excuse me. Most of my portables are here. But yeah. With the wooden chassis, let me see. No, all of them are not wooden chassis. Oh yeah, no, they are. Never mind. The Zenith. The Zenith Transoceanic is wood. Part of it is wood. So let me see. 2 radios that are wood. Only the Zeniths. The Zenith. My Hallicrafters, they're all metal. They're all metal. My National, they're all metal. My Hammerlin, they're all metal. So most of my 2 radios are, most of my 2 radios are metal. And they're heavy too. They're a lot heavier. Yeah, I don't have too many radios that are wood. Only I think the Zenith Transoceanic, it has some wood. There is wood. So I have 2 of those. And those are wood. But the rest of them, they all but right now I'm watching TV. I'm watching the World Cup. So right now I'm watching the World Cup. And oh boy, they almost scored another goal. Oh boy, they almost scored a 3rd goal right now. France. Yeah, his game is almost 3 minutes left total. 93rd minute right now, 6-minute extra time. Right now it's about to hit 94 minutes, like 2 minutes and change left before the game is official. So this game is over. I'm just waiting for the official timer. Yeah, this game is over in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. Let me put the volume up so you can hear the.
Finished the season wonderfully well at Crystal Palace with 6 goals in 13 games. As Mignon, a little bit off line. That was ambition. 20-year-old Jassim Yassine.
What time is that? 6 o'clock. Wow.
So you said when you're that man's backup, you're probably not going to get a ton of minutes.
Let's look at the goal. And this one, Morocco was stepping up. You think, okay, we won the ball. Ball turns over, and then before you know it, 3 seconds later, you're behind. That finish from Dembele, just the incisiveness and also the decision making, where he's leaning left, cuts right, quick finish. The quick release is so effective. You've got bodies in front like that for Bono, who was terrific in the first half. He was the difference.
My eyes keep
in the game. The fact that Morocco
my eyes keep tearing. I don't know why. I think I have allergies.
So long.
Mbappe now, 11 combined goals assists at this World Cup. That is the most since Gerd Müller had 13 combined goals. 19 as a World Cup statistic are only reliably kept since 1966, but it is a historic performance already for Kylian Mbappe. Scoring goals and assisting goals. And he's still got 2 games to go.
30 seconds left, basically.
France are 30 seconds away, and ultimately, is this just a professional performance again?
Absolutely.
Waiting for the referee to blow the whistle.
The game never felt in doubt for France. There's a couple little moments where you're thinking, okay, Morocco's coming to life here now. End of the first half, same type of thing. It's just, you run into the final boss in France. Keep trying. Where Morocco is truly an up-and-coming.
Chance for a moment.
Oh, my signal. There you go, drop signal. Yeah, my signal dropped. Wow, my signal's wow. It's been like that for a while now. I wonder how cloudy that is. Well, I mean, we're supposed to get rain too. Oh yeah, it's raining now. I see it's like light rain. All right, final. There you go, final. Okay, here you go. Okay, that's it. Game over. All right, let me mute it. That's it. All right, final score: France 2, Morocco 0. So there you go. That's the game for today. Tomorrow is going to be Spain versus Belgium. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern on Fox. So tomorrow's game is going to be at 3 o'clock. Spain versus Belgium. The other 2 games are going to be on Saturday. All right. So there you go. Okay, so we're done with that. Airbench TV. Do you like analog tube? Yeah, but we don't have no more analog TV here. There's digital TV here in United States. Oh, by the way, where are you from? Where are you from? So over here we have no more analog TV. It's been like that for a long time now. Do I own tube TVs? Yeah, I have a couple of them. I have a couple of 19-inch TVs. They're not that big. They're just collecting dust now. I don't use them. I do have a couple of tube monitors, computer monitors. I do have a couple of them still. And then, of course, I do have some old Macs. I have 2 old Macs. The eMac, I have 2 of them. I bought them a few years ago. I still have them. They're upstairs on a shelf. With OS 9. Mac OS 9 running on them. Yeah, Mac OS 9. Of course, these are PowerPC. Old Macs. So you're from France. Okay, there you go. Congratulations, France. They're moving on to the semifinal now. So now they wait for the winner of tomorrow's game. The winner of tomorrow's game plays France. So I'm from France and I created my own analog TV station. Cool. Do you know ProtoWeb? No, I'm not familiar with ProtoWeb. Excuse me. It kind of sounds a little familiar, but I'm not. What is it? I don't know what ProtoWeb is. Yeah. Now, do I wish we had both? Yeah, I wish. I I don't hate digital TV. Okay, here we go. I like digital TV. Okay, ProtoWeb is a service for all computers. Okay. So I like digital TV for one reason. For a couple of reasons, actually. Picture quality is very good. Also, you get more channels. You get more channels. I wish I wish they could have kept both. Honestly, I wish we could have had both. Like television, I wish they still would have been analog and digital TV together. But you know that's not the case. But I wish we could have had both. Yeah, I know. That's the problem with digital TV. If you don't get enough of a signal, you get nothing. You know? Right now, see the picture quality. Right now, I'm watching 1080p. Or actually, 720p on Fox. Picture quality is amazing. You're not going to see this in analog. But I still wish we had analog. I still wish we had analog because, it was fun to, pick up distant stations like DX. So I wish you could. I wish they could have kept both. I wish we could have had both analog television and digital. But I wish. I had a TV here when I moved to this house. When I moved to this house, my wife had a TV. It was given to her by her brother-in-law years ago. It was a Toshiba. It was a Toshiba, a 32-inch TV. It was a 32-inch TV. Tube. A tube. 32-inch TV. That thing weighed like 200. What happened to my picture? What the hell happened to my picture? What the hell happened to my picture? What's going on with my picture? Oh my God, what happened? Oh my God. What happened to this camera? Oh, my camera just went dead. Oh my God. All right, give me a minute. I need something. Give me a minute. Let me bring my other webcam in. I have to bring another webcam. I don't know what happened. This one just went dead on me. I need a minute, okay? So chill out. Yeah, it went dead on me. Look, the light went dead on me. Oh my God, where's my other webcam? I have another one. Let me look for it. I have another webcam. Where did the hell I put that? Wow, that shit just went dead on me, bro. Yo, it went dead on me. I'm not gonna end the live stream yet. I want to find the other webcam. I just need a minute. Let's see where I put the other one at. Okay, it's not there. It's not there. Yeah, that's some funny ass stuff that's happening right now. No, I'm not gonna restart the camera. I'm gonna use another one. I have another one. Let me see. Hold on. I unplugged it. Hold on. Let me try something. Hold on. Hold on. All right, there we go. No, I had to reactivate it. There we go. I don't know what happened. It just went blank. I don't know what happened. It just went blank. Well, remember, this is a $10 webcam. Yeah, I miss analog too. I miss it. I do miss analog. I miss analog. I miss analog. But you know, I wish we had both. I wish we had both. Like, you know, I wish I could still use my old TV. I really wish I still could use my old TV to watch those channels. Right? And then when I want to watch something really good, I put it on my digital TV. Like, why couldn't we have both? You know? It would be nice to have both. That would have been nice to have both. Hello, Alfredino. So it would have been nice to have both. Yeah. Yeah, I remember DX. I miss analog for TV DXing. Has not happened for some years now. I know. Has anybody TV DX digital? Oh, you TV DX out there. Have you had TV DX digital? You know? Yeah. Digital is a good vlog. Anyway. So Mary Dixon says here in the UK, digital and Freeview live together for a while. No, over here too. Over here we had I think for a couple of years we had both. We had both for a couple of years. We had both for a few years. And then we had both for a few years, and then finally that was it. Yeah. Yeah, I know the Gremlins are around. I don't know. Anyway, it was I thought my camera went bad. I was like, oh my God. I thought my camera, because this is a $10 camera. This camera right here is $10. I paid $10. Amazon, $10. $10. $9.99, and then with tax, it was like $10 and under $11 total. I had the free shipping. So yeah. Microphone picking up warble noise. Okay. Well, I got the AC running, and I got the fan behind me running, so I'm not gonna turn that off. Sorry, people. I need to stay cool. I'm not gonna turn that off. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, my AC is on. I have my AC on. I'm not gonna turn on my AC. Sorry. Let me check my audio. Hold on. Let me check my audio on my live stream. Now I got ads. Let me wait for the ads to go by. Check my audio. Hold on. Let me check my audio on my live stream. Now I got ads. Let me wait for the ads to go by. Okay, so it's the AC then. Check my audio. Hold on. Let me check my audio on my live stream. Let me mute that. Yeah. All right, audio's fine. Okay. Yeah, well, I got the AC running. I'm not going to turn it off. Sorry, people. I'm not going to melt here for a live stream. Sorry, you're going to have to deal with the background. Sorry, folks. No, I just checked it. It sounds fine. I put it. Right now, I put it up to 70 degrees. Before it was cranking. I was cranking it. Now it's at 70 degrees, so it's not gonna be on too long. It's gonna be on like a few minutes, and it'll shut off, something like that. Before I had it down to 61. You sound like a small pickaxe hammer. I don't know what you guys are hearing. He's not the AC. You always have it on, and I haven't heard it. I haven't heard that whine. The whine started when the camera fell. When the camera failed. Okay. God. All right. Good night, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.